1300 hours, Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Hassan Gilani. First, the headlines. Prime Minister says Pakistan-Turkey strategic relationship is underpinned by unique mutual trust and close cooperation. A prominent American newspaper, Wall Street Journal, says coronavirus cases and deaths dramatically declined in Pakistan, which are both down more than 80% from their peaks. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the people have been facing severe difficulties due to non-availability of high-speed internet for the last 1 year. Pakistan Boxing Federation is planning to stage 2 back-to-back national championships by the end of this year. And now the news in detail. Pakistan and Turkey have agreed to stay in close contact on all issues of common interest. The consensus to this effect was reached during a telephonic conversation between Prime Minister Imran Khan and Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. The two leaders also exchanged views on a range of important issues. The Prime Minister congratulated Turkish President on reopening of Hagia Sophia for prayers and informed him that millions of Pakistanis watched it live on television. Imran Khan said that Pakistan-Turkey strategic relationship is underpinned by unique mutual trust, understanding and close cooperation. President of Turkey Recep Tayyip Erdogan also called on President Dr. Arif Alvi to convey warm greetings on the occasion of Eid al-Azha and reaffirmed his country's support on Kashmir issue. The President Arif Alvi highlighted the plight of Kashmiris in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir and the Muslims in India who are living under the shadow of fear and discrimination. Pakistan, where coronavirus was spreading out of control some 2 months ago, has dramatically reversed the course, recording a sharp decline in COVID-19 cases and deaths, which are both down more than 80% from their peaks. A prominent American newspaper, Wall Street Journal, reported today that major hospitals reported beds are freeing up in previously overflowing coronavirus wards, even in Pakistan's biggest and hardest hit city, Karachi. It is said that the tally of patients on ventilators has halved over the past month. This is all happening as Pakistan's neighbors to the east and west, India and Iran, are still reporting that infection rates are climbing steadily. Even more surprising, it is said, the progress in Pakistan came after Prime Minister Imran Khan resisted advice from World Health Organization, declaring in May that lockdowns are too costly for the poor and reopening of the economy. The World Health Organization has warned that the coronavirus pandemic is likely to prolong. This comes after the WHO Emergency Committee met in Geneva to evaluate the crisis. The committee highlighted the anticipated lengthy duration of COVID-19 pandemic. The world body also warned of the risk of response fatigue given the socio-economic pressures on countries. Inter-Services Public Relations has released a new song on Yom-e-Istehsal, highlighting Kashmiri uprising, suffering of Kashmiris, and human rights violations by Indian Army. It is pertinent to mention that August 5, 2020 marks 1 year of the abrogation of Article 370 and lockdown and curfew in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the people have been facing severe difficulties due to the non-availability of high-speed internet for the last 1 year. When the Modi-led fascist Indian government repealed Kashmir's special status and divided it into two union territories on August 5 last year, it reinforced an unprecedented communications blockout. Presently, Kashmir is under lockdown to contain the spread of the coronavirus, and the residents of the valley have to stay home. Doctors must treat them online, but this is no easy task in Kashmir, which has had no 4G internet for close to a year and where broadband connections are thin on the ground. Pakistan Boxing Federation is planning to stage 2 back-to-back national championships by the end of the ongoing year. Talking to APP, Pakistan Boxing Federation Secretary Colonel retired Nasir Tung said that we are fighting our that we are figuring out our best path back to action. If the COVID 19 situation improves, we will hold National Youth Championship in November and then will hold the 38th National Boxing Championship in December. And this is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.